What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Here we go. Back with another installment tips with Coach D. Okay, we've been talking about a lot of dirty work. We've been talking about preseason preparation, practice tempo, defensive rotations. And today we're gonna stay on that same trajectory. We're gonna be talking about rebounding and boxing out. Okay, a very pivotal, important part of the game, right? And thinking back on a couple of these deals that I'm doing, notice right the focus of the game, right? Yeah, you got to put the ball in the hole, you got to shoot, you got to do all of that. But there's a lot of little intricate, small details that go into the game that are as important as scoring, right? The way that you practice, the way that you play defense, right? And then rebounding and boxing out is a part of that. Okay. So when we talk about rebounding, right, you'll hear parents and you'll hear coaches, grab the rebound, baby, you got to rebound, right? Yeah, you got to rebound, but how do I do that, right? And so rebounding is a skill that you can develop just like dribbling, passing, and shooting, right? You have to work on rebounding in order to do it in the game, right? And that piece that helps you be able to be a good rebounder. Of course, you got to be able to anticipate and understand what side of the court the shot's coming from. Where is it hitting the rim? What part of the backboard is it coming off? So that one, I can put myself in position to rebound, and then two, that I can put my body on whoever it is on the other team that's closest to me, so I can box them out, right, and move them out of the way to go get it. Okay, so you'll see this a lot of times on free throw situations, to where you'll see the kids lined up, and the one on the bottom position on the free throw line, they'll step across, and they think that's a box out, and then they'll step across and step forward, and then that ball bounces right over their head. Offensive team gets the ball, puts it back in the basket. Okay, so when we're talking about boxing out, we're actually talking about you putting yourself in the athletic position, right, with your feet, a little bit wider than your shoulders, your knees bent, your butt down, and then you putting your butt on that opposing player, backing them out of there for a good 1,001, 1,002, go get it. Okay, then you go get the ball. So with rebounding, is not so much, right, like I might box out and not get the rebound. And one of the things that we talk about and we coach is like, yeah, you want to rebound. It's not so much that you get it, but so much that the person that you're keeping away doesn't get it. Okay, so you want to keep them off the board. Then maybe your teammate gets it. It's almost like an assisted rebound, right? Or you're able to put your body on them, put yourself in better position, and then go get it. Okay, we teach them a defensive possession ends with a good box out, right? Of course, great closeout, hand on the contest, and then turn and box out. Now, when you box out, yes, on the shooter, you do have to wait for that shooter to come down so that you're not in their landing space and you don't foul jump shooters because you're not waiting for them to hit the ground. So, yeah, you do got to contest the shot, and by the time you turn and box, their feet should be on the ground. So you don't get that foul on the jump shot. All right. So when we talk about rebounding on defense, it's really important, like I say, understanding where that ball is at on the court, where that shot's coming from, so that I can put myself in position to box out. But then it's really important to make sure that we limit the offense to one shot per possession. Okay, I can think back in some of these games that we've been coaching in the tournaments with Ace Life, and man, we get after it on defense. But those games where we don't come out on top with the victory, I'm looking at it, and these teams getting 3 and 4 and 5 opportunities on the offensive rebound. So shoot, one of them is gonna go in. Same thing on the high school level, right? You give teams 3 shots at it, one of them gonna go in. They're not gonna keep missing, and so rebounding and boxing out. Again, we have to teach our kids. We got to teach our players to love that part of practice when you work on it, right? You got to do it a certain way, right? We talked about practice tempo. And so you can't go through the motions in practice and think that you're going to box somebody out in the game. Because in practice, right, we all know it's like we're doing the box out drill, right? But in the game, that person is not going to stand there and let you box them out, right? And so, you got to make sure that as we're doing these drills, that we make it as game-like as possible. Make it a competition, right? You got to get 3 rebounds before you get out, or first group to 5, whatever the case may be, right? Make it fun, make it a competition, so that they're playing to win. They're boxing out to win the situation. And then we'll see that translating over a little bit more in that game setting. All right. So we talked about preseason preparation, not fun, right? Got to do it. We talked about practice tempo, getting game reps, right? Not fun. Got to do it. We talked about defense and defensive rotations, not fun. Got to do it, right? Now we're talking about boxing out and rebounding. Again, it's not a glamorous part of the game, but it is as important as offense and scoring the ball. So it's on us as the parents and as the coaches to have them see that from our perspective and let that trickle down into their thought process, into their mindset. So when they're on the court, they're taking all of these situations seriously so they can win. And so, I mean, ultimately, right, all the players want to play as much playing time as they can get. And these things will allow them to stay on the court. It will allow them to gain their coach's trust in practice, to know if I put your kid on the court, right, that they're not going to hurt us by not boxing out. Okay, that they're actually going to do what we've been coaching them to do, the way that we've been coaching them to do it. All right, so that's it on this one. Boxing out, rebounding, really important. I mean, shoot, you think about who is it? Dennis Rodman, right? Hall of Famer off the rebounds and defense. So it's important. Okay, so you got to buy into your role on the team. Everybody's role ain't putting up 20, 30 shots. Your role might be getting your 5, 6, 7, 8 shots off of offensive rebound and putting yourself in position to put the ball back in the hole, and putting yourself in position to grab that rebound, outlet it, and get your team going down the other side of the court. All right, so we'll catch y'all next time. Tips with Coach D. Peace.